The men of our generation aren't men, but little boys. They don't have any confidence, no faith in themselves. They walk into a room and believe that they are the weakest man in there. They don't make eye contact or smile at anyone. They just find a corner and sit down, pull out their phones and spend their whole time pretending to scroll Instagram. But the men of our tribe are different. We walk into a room and instantly feel like the most important person there. We haven't spent the past 5 years looking up confidence hacks. We've worked instead on the root cause of the issue, and so we have grown. Which one do you want to be, bro? If you can watch this video from start to finish, then I can teach you the only real way to build any form of confidence. It's not some bullshit video or fake it till you make it. This is the real truth. I'm gonna make it real simple for you, bro. This is just it. You can stop the video after this sentence if you want, but the rest of it I'm going to teach you actually how. But people lack confidence because they don't love themselves. That is it. Say that to yourself again. People lack confidence because they don't love themselves. The reason why you're not confident isn't because you weren't born with some sort of confidence gene, extroversion. Those things are a total myth. The reason why you aren't confident is because you don't have any respect for yourself. Because you don't love yourself, because you're not proud of yourself or the way that you live your life. You see, confidence isn't really a fake it till you make it thing. There are no life hacks that you can incorporate that will instantly make you confident the next day. There's nothing that you can really do to become confident truly, except for building a life that you're proud of, a life that you love, so that you can actually respect yourself and the decisions that you've made, and thus be confident in yourself. You see, here's the thing, is the man that lacks this kind of self-respect, this form of self-love, walks into the room and truly doesn't believe that he is a good person. And when you don't believe you're a good person, when you don't believe that you're living a good life, and you make that kind of subconscious mental comparison to the other people that are there, you instantly evaluate yourself as lower than them. Because that is what confidence is at its essence. It is how much better than the people around you do you perceive yourself to be? And if you're living a life that is shit, you will feel like shit, and thus you will feel crap in comparison to your peers. It goes back to the idea of input equals output. If what you're inputting into your life are things that make you feel bad, they're watching hours of Netflix a day, jacking off to porn, drinking, smoking, vaping, then you're not going to feel like a good person. And the culmination of all of these things doesn't bring about a very confident feeling. But if you can live a life that you're proud of, then even if you aren't the most monetarily successful in the room, you're not the best looking, you don't have the most beautiful girlfriend, whatever, you will still exude a form of confidence deeper than any other man there, because what you have is respect for yourself. You know that the life you are living is true to your core values, and so you love yourself. You're confident in your own ability to exist as a human being. So how do you do that? An actionable step number 1 is very simple. I want you to get out a piece of paper and do 2 things. The first thing I want you to do is design a kind of like 10 commandments style. It doesn't actually have to be 10, but just write down some things that you value. What things do you value in a man? And a very easy way to do this, and this is step number 2, is design your ultimate man. Design your kind of messiah, your Übermensch, as Nietzsche would put it. Design the person that you aspire to be. Design them in deep detail. Are they jacked or are they skinny? Do they watch porn or do they not? Do they have a loving girlfriend or are they an incel? What things does this person do that makes them better than the rest? Design them in detail. So I can help you with some ideas here. I mean, how I design my ideal man. I'd say their body was big. Their stature was large and imposing to the point where they walk into the room and people notice them. They have a beautiful woman by their side, a feminine girl who has respect for them. And there's a loving relationship going on there where both of them are truly in love. They're not pretending to each other to kind of create this false idea. What else? I mean, the man's healthy. Of course, he doesn't smoke or vape or eat shit food or do drugs. He's just the epitome of health. He's running fucking marathons because he has reached the peak physical form of a human. But primarily for me, he is a good man. He is a kind man. He embodies the kind of Buddhist saintly level of compassion, where someone will steal from him, like we spoke about in the last video, and instead of saying, go to prison, he will say, my friend, you forgot this. He will give more. He is a man who lives for service. Like the Second Mountain, that book that we're going to speak about more in the next few videos, but the Second Mountain, he is a man that lives his life through a commitment to his family, his faith, his community, himself. But that's not an exhaustive list, right? That's just my ideas on roughly what an ideal man looks like. But you'll have your own. So go and develop that list, develop and design your ideal man, and then start living towards those ideals. That is the way to become confident, is to live towards your ideals as a man. So in that way, you do kind of have to fake it till you make it, but fake it till you make it on a deeper level. I'm not asking you to go into a room and sit like this and then instantly you're confident. What I'm asking you to do is to start living a life like this man you've designed. Start deciding that this is the level you want to aspire to. Excellence. You don't just want to be a good man or an average man. You want to be an excellent man, the best man that exists, and start living in a way that brings you closer to that ideal. So every time you have to make a decision, this is where the fake it till you make it comes in. You have a decision in front of you. Think to yourself, what would my ideal man do? And act accordingly. Start living aggressively towards your ideal. So if one of your big ideals, your pinnacle of masculinity, is your stature, your size, you want to become a big human, then live aggressively towards that. Eat a shit ton of protein, go to the gym every single fucking day, spend your entire time researching different workouts, aggressively pursue the values that you think of as the most important. If your number one value is compassion, then aggressively follow that compassion. Like we've just spoke about in the past maybe 2 videos, aggressively follow that compassion. Go out and cook a meal for a homeless man, give him your coat, whatever. Aggressively pursue the values of the ideal man that you've created. And then notice what happens, brother. The second you start to live a life towards these ideals, the second you become proud of your own existence, great things will come. You will experience true confidence for the first time in your life because you're not faking it. You're not pretending to be confident, but you genuinely have respect for yourself and a love for yourself. The only way to be truly confident is to build a deep love and respect for yourself. And the best way to do that, the easiest way and the only way to do that, is by living a life that is good for you. So start doing the things that your ideal man does. Meditate, take cold showers, stay on NoFap, have purposeful work that you go towards every day, a loving relationship, exercise daily and build the right body, eat healthy food. Start living a life that you are proud of. Because, and I've said this so many times, but we live our lives to impress other people. Your entire life, every decision that you make is based on what other people want you to be. Your parents, your friends, the hot girl in your class, whatever. Start living a life to impress yourself. That is where profound change happens. When you have a mindset shift from impressing other people to impressing yourself. When you can start to say, genuinely look someone dead in the eye and say, I am proud of the way that I live, that is when you unlock true confidence. That is when you can conquer anything. So there you go, my friend. Easy, actionable steps. Design your ideal man. Design the values in deep detail. Exactly what that person does every single day, the way they live, the way they interact with the world around them, and then strive towards the ideal of excellence. The second you start living towards those ideals, that is when you unlock true confidence. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Leave a like and a comment. You'll find those right below the subscribe button. And join the Discord. It is full of young men just like yourself who are trying to better themselves, trying to improve themselves. Come onto there and talk to me and the other guys about your self-improvement journey, about any struggles you might be having. Also, recently we started doing video calls. So go back into the description and fill in the application form to book yourself in for a free one-to-one, fully confidential call with me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Manifest Excellence. Goodbye.